What's going on, guys? It's Dan here, and welcome to this very special and anticipated game unboxing, technically, for November 15th. And this is the PlayStation 4 launch, PS4 launch, with a few launch titles here, and a couple other goodies as well. Anyway, so, I just got back from the midnight launch. Let me tell you, I hate those damn midnight launches. I think I would never go to one if I didn't... If I wasn't doing YouTube, I wouldn't go to them. Trust me, I'd rather sleep in and get the game later. It's not like very pressing to me. So I'm completely exhausted. It is currently just about 2 in the morning. It took them so long. Like by the time midnight hit, it took me an extra hour and a bit just to get from where my point in line was to the actual store itself. Fortunately, my EB Games is indoors in a mall, so I wasn't cold or anything like that. But like I said, I am tired, so the goal today, I'm going to let you know ahead of time, for tonight anyway, is I'm going to unbox it obviously and record the interface. I'm not going to start any games yet. I'll start that tomorrow, but yeah, we're going to get that started. Besides, the launch titles are actually not really what people are crazy looking forward to. Because all the good titles got delayed till next year, so I'll get into that in a bit. Before we actually unbox the PS4, I'll take a look at the games I've got for you today. Now, I've already unboxed Knack. I actually got Knack a few weeks ago. They had pre-sold them for some reason. You can't play the game without the console, so Sony let people buy them, I guess. So my game store was selling them, so I was like, whatever, get it out of the way. So I'm not going to show you Knack, there's nothing special there, everyone knows about it. However, the new edition is Killzone Shadowfall. Alright, we have nothing a whole lot in here. This one, I wasn't even planning on doing this game. The only reason I'm doing it is because of all the games that I was going to do got delayed, okay? So we have Killzone Shadowfall. Just another Killzone game. I've never really liked this franchise, but I'm gonna try it out. Maybe it'll be different on PlayStation 4. What will you sacrifice for peace? Stuff. Is this an actual... Look at that, 45 gigs install. It is a 1080p output, so just so you know, I gotta check this one. I actually didn't look at this one properly. They're both 1080p output, meaning they're both rendered in 1080p. So therefore, I will be recording both games in 1080p quality and uploading them that way. Like I said before, the only reason I don't post in 1080p with my gameplay is because the games aren't actually rendered in 1080p. These are now. Well, at least most of them, not all of them, but if I were to get like Call of Duty, apparently it's also upscaled, you know, Assassin's Creed, anything that's made for a current gen, they're not going to stretch the limits that much. So it may be a nicer upscaled quality, but it's not going to be made for 1080p, if that makes sense. So those are the games. Like I said, Killzone, I wasn't even going to do it until all the games got delayed. Another thing that I want to point out, I'm surprised it's not here, but I also bought a pre-order and already paid for Need for Speed Rivals. People were like, Dan, are you going to do it? And last year was Need for Speed was it Hot Pursuit? And just the new one? Or am I wrong? God damn it. I didn't even finish the game. I kind of drifted out of it. But I wanted to get it for PS4. It actually apparently comes out on the 22nd. But I had heard that it was going to be moved up to today for PS4 launch, but none of the stores had it, so I don't know, maybe that was just certain places, but I don't have it, but it is bought and it'll be on PS4. It'll be interesting to see, because I'm not used to racing games on this type of controller, but we'll get there when we get there. So, another little thing, they handed these out, little beanies of PS4 on it, posted a Facebook picture of that. So anyway, we're going to get these games out of the way, and open the box. Now, another thing I want to mention, while I was waiting in line, little side note here, I actually got approached by a local, not a local, it's actually a nationwide company. If you're in Canada, I'm sure you're aware of the network CTV. Basically, they're mainly news, so they have CTV News. CTV is a whole network, like it's a whole TV network. And they have their news program, and they had people interviewing people. So basically, buddy came over, he's like, you want to be on TV? And he asked me some questions about, he's like, why are you here, blah, blah, blah. And I gave him some answers that he wasn't expecting. He thought I was going to be a PS4 fanboy, he thought all this. My reasons are different than others, alright? So he was a little taken aback by what I had to say, but if you want to check that out, and you live in my city, Edmonton, check the news tomorrow night, technically tonight. It's probably around 6 o'clock. Yeah, Edmonton time. I'm sure I'll see if I can find it, and I might post it to the channel. But regardless, let's get into the unboxing. I just wanted to post. I thought it'd be funny that they put me out. They're putting me on TV, and I have a different attitude towards the new consoles gaming. You know, it's just different compared to what others may or he was expecting. He was like, what? Oh. He was like, oh really? Wow. You know what I mean? So, sorry, I haven't even popped this. I should have grabbed a set of scissors. I was thinking that I wouldn't need it, but apparently I might. Can't pop the side open. Alright, I gotta be very careful with this. Sitting down here. Sliding this. Forgive me if, what's that? If this thing is actually dee-dee-doo going down to Georgia. I don't know why I'm singing that. Forgive me if my camera's focusing in and out. It likes to do that. Anyway, so if we look at the box, let's see if you can see that. Yes, kind of. This is the best place to play, and you've got Knack up here, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, new Killzone, Watch Dogs, and it looks like Infamous Second Son right there. Funny, because this was supposed to be a launch title, and I would have got that, and that would have been amazing, but fail. Anyway, so that's coming out next year, I think in March. I don't know. Could be wrong. But, pop this out. Okay, here we go. So, we have a few goodies right here. Here's my manual. Welcome to the world of PlayStation. I'm sure I'll be able to get through it without it. PlayStation Plus, new update for those of you who do not know. You now require PlayStation Plus to play online. Just like Xbox and their Gold program, to get all the features you have to have PlayStation Plus now. I already have a membership, so it should carry over. We'll see how it works. Once I install my stuff, like I said, we'll go through the interface and I'll give you guys some know-how about it. You know, anything you need to know about the console. Sorry, I'm just looking at something here. I'll let you know. So anyway, that's that. Let's see, we got our controller here. I've actually haven't held this controller. I haven't done anything with it. I've just been like, I'll wait till it gets here and we'll go from there. So, right out the box, here's the controller. You got these two covers to protect the buttons. Now, there's a guy in the line behind me. My girlfriend started laughing. I like the way it feels in my hand. Okay, I'm feeling this in my hand. You know what? I do like the triggers. There's actually a grip. I don't know if you guys know. Here, I'll grab I'll grab a PS DualShock 3 controller. As you can see, the buttons, the buttons are flat. There's no grip. So often you'd accidentally press it, your fingers would slide off of the R2 and L2. That was the biggest problem with DualShock 3. However, this DualShock 4, it's a bigger grip. Your hands now sit a little more comfortably, and the R2s, actually I do like this. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but these seem more precise, more comfortable in a normal person's hand. But yeah, I like the R2 and L2 changes, how they just made little flips. See that? Oh, sorry. How they're a little more straight edge instead of rounded off. So you actually have to press the button. So that's that. That's going to be cool. So that's your controller. Underneath that, we have what looks to be your power box there. What else we got here? Oh yeah, this is their new microphone. Pretty crazy, huh? It's just an earbud. That's exactly what it is. You have a voice communicator. There's your clip. Here's your voice. I believe this is your mic. That's your mic. I don't know where the actual volume is. But yeah, you have a little earbud here, and that's your new mic, basically. It goes in whatever ear you're comfortable with, so that's kind of different. It'll allow me to talk to people. Not that I will, but I don't know. This is probably a cheaper way of going about it than the traditional route with the big headset that never worked. So I don't know. I guess people would be more like an IT guy. But anyway, that's that. That's your little headset. It will not be probably easy to lose. This, let's take a gander. This is my charging. This is my charger. So you plug that into your PS4. Gotta get used to saying that. Your PS4, and it charges your controller just like normal. This is probably really, really short, like the PS3's was. And believe it or not, I never bought a replacement because the PS3 controller held a charge like you wouldn't believe. You never really had to worry about it going under. But this seems to be a little bit longer than the traditional one. So that might come in. You can't play on it still, but that's that, okay? Let me put that over here. What else we got under here? This is probably my HDMI. That's exactly what this is. This is the HDMI. I don't know how long this is. This will be interesting to see. I think I already have an HDMI. I shouldn't need this. I already have a certain setup because I'm going to answer the question that a lot of people probably have on their minds. Dan, you won't be able to record with this HDCP. Give me a little credit, guys. I've done my homework. It's kind of my responsibility to know this kind of stuff and be prepared for it. Wow, it's actually a really long HDMI. It's probably about a, is it 4 feet, I'd say. Yeah, it's probably about 4 feet, give or take. That's not bad. Because you need one of these. You need them. There's no other, it's all HDMI connections. So if you, there's no such thing as component anymore, which led to the whole HDCP thing because it is implemented on the Blu-ray protection, okay? So, people are wanting, Dan, how are you going to record? I figured I have it. I have the tools I need, the equipment I need, everything I need to record on the PS3 or PS4. God, PS4. And I've tested it with the PS3. It's the same technology and it works. The last few parts of Assassin's Creed 4 have been recorded with HDMI, not component. All right, just to show you. All right, so we're going to pull out the actual PlayStation itself. I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to move this box completely out of the way. Here we go. Here we go. They had a few of these set up on display in the line, and I couldn't care less. Like, honestly, I think the whole hype of consoles and gaming is a little ridiculous, in my opinion, because it's not worth killing people over yet. That's what happens. Okay? Alright, so I hope you can see that, okay? It's kind of low. I'll try and show you it properly here. So I'll stand it up. There you go. There's PS4 from the side. I'll give you a profile right there. So you, when it light, obviously there's light. There's like a light here. I think I remember seeing, and the actual shape of it. I think it is way nicer looking than the Xbox One. If we look at the back connectors, from looks of things, yeah, everything I need. It's actually pretty basic when you think about it. Here, I'll show you. You have yourself your optical, okay? You have your HDMI, you have your Ethernet, and from the looks, what is this? This is your auxiliary, so some sort of USB, and then your power slot as well. So I'll be using these two to export the audio, and I'll be able to record it. I'm not going to get into it. Maybe I'll make a video on it for those of you who are wanting to know how to record with PS4. And you also got USB ports in the front right there. So that's the actual console. Now I'm gonna get a look at this, hook it up, see what I can do, and maybe get into better detail with it. Like, I don't know. Here, I'll point it down so you can maybe see this PS4 a little better. There you go. So I'm gonna get started. Like I said, I'm gonna start the games tomorrow and kind of work on them throughout the day. I have booked holiday time at my other job because I feel this is more important. It's funny because, like, I'll make more money doing this than I will at my full-time job easy. So I took the time off so that way I can focus on this, get something out for you guys to see, let you guys know how the game is, how the gameplay is, if the console's good or not, before you decide if you want to spend $400 on this thing. Because not to mention, if you want to get a warranty, depending how long it is, I bought it also an extended 2-year warranty with the actual store. Where like there's a couple, it was like $130 for a 2-year. So yeah, I guess it depends which way you want to go. So that's that. I don't know, the games are still there. I'll just kind of put them in shot for you. Everything that you need to see is pretty much here. The controllers. Whoa, caught it. That's some Bruce Lee shit. All right, and your headsets. And all your power cables are over here, no big deal. Alright, so that is my big bundle of PlayStation goodness. So I'm going to get started. So thanks guys for watching this unboxing. Stay tuned, I got more to show you. And I got gameplay coming your way. Probably starting recording tomorrow, so you will see gameplay tomorrow, I promise. But I gotta wrap this up quick. It is late, like I said, and I need to get to bed. I hate midnight launches, dude. Oh my god, I think they're so ridiculous. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. PlayStation 4. Don't forget to hit that like button and favorite it. If you're excited for this console, let me know. Let me hear your comments, your thoughts on the console, I don't want to start a flame war here or a fanboy war or anything like that on which is better. I just want to take this and see what's better for myself, what I enjoy most. So, thanks again, guys. Take it easy, have a good one, and I'll see you very soon in game.